Mm. What's up, baby girl? How you doing? Okay, that's a good start to the second episode of this series, me being a fucking freak. Anyway, I was kind of that in the first episode too. It's how I am. Anyway, hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon L. Shook, and welcome yet again to another video here on the channel. This time, it's some sweet bunny girl senpai once again. It's episode 2. It's like 1, but twice. Yeah, so first off, before we even get started, there's a couple little bit of house cleaning chores. I'm going to set the sweep, do a little bit of dusting. Things that I got to take care of real quick. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for just cramming my finger in my fucking nose like a freak. But after that, I'd like to apologize for not being a video. Not being any videos except for one last week. I got very sick. As you might be able to tell from the fact that my voice still sounds like I have AIDS. That's not how that works, I don't think. I've never experienced that disease. I'm not looking to try. No offense to those who are, in their situations. It's just it's not high on my list of priorities at the moment. I should really stop talking. But yeah, no, point is, I was sick last week. Really badly, and I was not able to get anything recorded except for one, and that was a way late edition. And it had to be done. It was a finale. I mean, you're just gonna not do that, you crazy? It was silly. But yeah, no, so I did that, and I do apologize. But we're back now, and it should be good. All you guys are gonna have to deal with is my pudding brain, because it's just gone. If anything has been proven this fucking week recording, it's that. And with just this little bit of voice thing that I got going on over here. So, it is what it is. Other thing, not as relevant as the last thing I need to tell you, but first, just Ichigo shirt, because best girl, fight me, don't really, I'll lose in a fight. Not because I'm wrong, but because I'm a noodle, a big fat noodle. Anyway, it's a good shirt. Anyway, the other thing I need to talk about is the poll that I was mentioning the other day. Last week, that came to an end, and we got our 3 shows picked. That was not one of them. Anyway, what is replacing Ruby? Our first place winner was Bakemonogatari. So that will be starting up on... Technically, it's supposed to be out on Saturday. I think I'm going to put it out Friday night, just so there's a little extra time, because there's another poll I need to talk to you guys about, because I said I wasn't going to do any more of those for a minute, and then I did it again. Oops, did I do that? Urkel, get out of here. It is not the time, good sir. Anyway, but yeah, no, so Bakemonogatari won. After that, after ReZero finishes, which was just going to be a couple little weeks here, Konosuba Season 2 will be starting up on the channel on Fridays. It's going to be sweet, tasty, delicious. We'll get us some useless goddesses, we'll get us some explosions, and we'll get us whatever fucking crazy nightmare shit is going on in Darkness's head. So it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, and then last but not least, our third place winner, which was tied for second, so it wasn't technically third place. I've addressed it in third place. Maiden Abyss will be taking over after Plastic Memories finishes up, which again, that's going to be an extra bit of time. We're only halfway through that series, but it is there. And it is not square, from what I understand. It's quite good. Unless you are just a really big fan of 90-degree angles, in which case, squares are great. You must love cubes, though. Anyway. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to quickly talk about, because I have 27,000 things I always want to talk about every episode, is that other poll I was mentioning. For quite a while now, I've wanted to do a currently airing anime as well, alongside what else I'm doing. So I would like to do that this time. Ignore the fact that I did that with Ruby and Nomad of Nowhere. But in my defense, we're just going to say RoosterTeeth shows, they're their own separate entity that hold a place in my heart and make me want to cry. But like in a really good way. It was a good season. Point is, what was my point? Point is, we're going to do a currently airing series this season. And it basically comes down to 2 in particular that I'm looking into. And that is The Rising of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hero. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Articles, boy, they're fantastic. The Rising of the Shield Hero, and the other one is Kaguya-sama Love is War. I don't know a ton about either. I feel like Kaguya-sama is going to fit a lot better into most of the show, like the audience of most of the shows we have on the channel, because like 4 or 5 of them are slice of lifey. I imagine so that would fit pretty well for that. I'm curious to see how the ReZero crowd wants to like dive headfirst into Shield Hero, because I could see it, and that is one of the bigger ones. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see what you guys think. If you guys have any opinions, please drop it in the description, because I would love to get your opinions. Because I'm looking forward to either one. I suspect Kaguya-sama's going to be way up my alley. And I'm in it for Shield Hero because it looks fun. I mean, it looks good. Can you tell that I'm obviously 100% in it for Raftalia, or whatever her name is? Steven? Whatever the little raccoon girl's name is. That's 100% the reason I want to look at it. So, you know, it has worked well for me in the past. That's how I got into ReZero, was because of Rem. It's not betrayed me always. Anyway, so yes, those are how all those are doing. Please give that a look if you guys care to. What happened last episode? Well, I'm glad you asked. 6 minutes into the episode. What's wrong with you? I don't remember when I started. Point is, we got introduced to the gang. The boy's name, whose name I don't remember. Actually, wait, is it Sakata? It's something like that. It's something like that, and I'm going to say that I got it right. And if I didn't, well, then we're going to pretend that didn't happen, because I'm a genius. Yeah, so we got Sakata, who's a good boy. It sounds like he got in a way at some point, and then he got picked on at school, which isn't great. He's kind of a sassy pants. I can approve of that. Then there's Mai, who is a cool bunny girl lady who's like invisible sometimes, which is cool in certain instances, but others that's not fun. You don't want that all the time. Just like you want it to be at your command. You want to be like, boom, I'm really looking to grab one of them waffles while one ain't looking. I'm gonna do that real quick. So there's that. She's also just very pretty. And then there's Kaide, who is a god tier muffin, and a panda, but not really a panda, but just a panda outfit. And she's amazing for all of the 3.5 milliseconds I saw her. And I would like to reestablish again that I don't ever want to see you do that shit again, show. I don't ever want to see anime do that shit again, because I've had to watch that shit happen. The weird random ghost cutting shit. What is that about? Is that just a thing in anime? I've had that twice in the past year with 2 shows that I really like. It's hard to say that I really like it. I'm 1 episode in, but I'm willing to just commit to it because it's lovely so far. Point is, fuck you, show. Don't do that, especially not to Kaide. She's adorable. Don't hurt the baby like that. Anyway, that is where we're at. There's some weird ghost magic shit. I don't know what the fuck's happening. We're going to find out. Maybe. Anyway. So yeah, this is 10 minutes now. Awesome. I love it with the way we do this. Anyway, we're going to get started here with episode 2. I apologize for the long intro, but again, it's what a week will do to you. And also if you just talk like I do. Anyway, we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1. Panda muffin. It's like, hello, ma'am. I forgot we got introduced to you as well. I believe your name was Futaba. I can respect it. It's a good name. We need to stop with the Schrodinger's cat thing, because I'm still upset about the other week when I said Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. It pissed me off so much. This ain't no Alton Brown. I need that more in my life. The goodest of eats. Mm-hmm. It is both. It has a depressing outlook on life. But, I mean, it's there. Let me just realize, have I heard this singer before? This singer sounds familiar for whatever reason. I didn't notice it the first episode. Maybe I'm comparing it to later in this same song. I don't know. It just sounds familiar to me. I'm almost guaranteed I'm just comparing it in my head to a later part in this intro. Because I'm dumb. Yep. I was comparing it to this part right here. I hate myself. Thank you. This has been Shannon Zamora. I love all of what is happening here with you. It's going to be brutal, I suspect, trying to gather a best girl for this show. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be super easy because, again, she's already just latched onto my soul with her terrifying panda claws. But, you know. But look, see how many of you there are. There's a lots of you. Is that juice? Is that coffee? I got coffee. I just fucking dumped it on myself. Can they see you carrying shit, though? I'm getting Anohana flashbacks. I don't know how the fucking rules of these universes work. I figured it out eventually. I watched the whole show. Apparently not. This whole scene was them answering my question. I'll shut the fuck up now because I'm an idiot. Then does you touching the cart make it magically appear and disappear? Or is it because, like, he's holding it, maybe it doesn't do that? I think it's sweet, though. Oh, I like you. I mean... They're really cute together. I gotta give them that. Like, really. An adorable little bundle of two of them, which is probably doesn't classify as a bundle. My back. Oh my god. I need to get a brace, so I need to just stand here like this the whole time. Oh, baby girl, no. I get being upset, but... Oh. I'm way the fuck up now. Sorry, I realize I'm just very quiet, but I'm just getting into it. Damn. Again, I can't shut up or I just can't say words sometimes. That'll do it. Well, damn. It's the girl next door. I have to say, I really, really love the interactions between them. Like the... Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just the chemistry between those two is really sweet. I like it. Girl, why are you rolling up on his business all the time? Alright then. Oh, what's with the baby? No. What's wrong, tiny one? Oh no. Jesus. Shoved it right up his ass. Wait a second. Say words again. You are I really love the art style in this show. Between this and Psychono, girl faces are fucking adorable as of late. It's just a friendly game of kicking the ass. Everyone does this, no? Also, she got fucking shit in her hair, too. That's how they get you, man. Hair accessories. Get on a mission, you two. But that voice, though, that's the problem. My brain. So, baby girl. But you waited, 'cause you're nice and you care. Again, I find it's really cute to me. I don't know. Jesus. It's excessive. I mean, I can't judge. I'd be all up about that idea. That's great. Yeah. A little bit of paying it forward. Know that voice for damn well sure. Hello. Shoko's a good name. I like that name. Even if you can't hear it. My heart. Sounds like you met the goddamn Batman. The adorable, cute girl Batman. I thought it wasn't a date, though. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought was going to happen when they started walking towards each other. I thought it was weird that she wouldn't have noticed her when she was looking around. Well, this shit is just upsetting. Again, it's very weird going into this show coming off of Anohana. It's interesting because of some similarities. Watch that shit if you haven't, by the way. It's a good fucking show. Baby girl, no. Oh. God, Jesus Christ. She's kind of always cute, even when she's a little sassy. I mean, it's just a teeny bit ridiculous. Hmm. Mm. Some 2 minutes, man. So I get you. It's a good point. I was wondering about that. Adorable up in your situation. Dude, I don't blame you. I'll be all about that shit. This gotta sting like a bitch. If it's like cheeky little sassy adorable bullying, like tease, I can get behind it. Don't you do that shit to me. I mean, you gotta go for the belly. You don't go. Come on now, go for the best part. I'm weird. I really fucking like this show. Again, I knew going into it I was going to enjoy it because it's got a lot of shit backing it up that I would be into. But it's kind of snuck up on me more than I thought it was going to. And again, I went into it expecting it to do that a bit. Like, and I commented on a couple times the interactions between these two. You know, when you're watching shows like this, or you're reading a book or manga or whatever the hell it is you're doing, and you get those moments between characters, it's always interesting to see which relationships and romance stuff in particular, you know, stick with you the most, or how long it takes them to kind of hook in your heart. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of shows that I can point to that will be like, where you're like, oh, okay, so these two, they're either gonna end up together or they are together or whatever, and that's cool. That's fine. That makes sense to me. It's all good. Especially as one of the things I watch most is like romance anime and slice of life and comedy and shit like that, rom-coms. I'm into that kind of shit. That's my jam. That is my tasty jams. But I don't know. A lot of those shows, as much as I do enjoy them, it basically comes down like, oh, these two are sweet together. It's cute. I can cry and some shit. Like, you know, it's good. But then there's those shows that, whether it's because it starts off that way or because it builds to that, you know, you don't just fall in love with those characters separately, but you very much so fall in love with the idea of them together. And I feel like that's something that, despite being a big romance lover, you know, as a genre and all that, a genre. What's up, genre? I don't know what that means. Being a fan of that genre. I weirdly don't think I get that as much. Like, there are some obvious fucking counters to that. Usually tend to do with some of my favorites. Like there are some, you think about like the big, just pairings in anime, period. Like, for me, it's like, I will never not think of Holo and Lawrence from Spice and Wolf any way but together. Even, like, not even as a relationship necessarily, just, but fucking together. I can't imagine them separated. For me, Darling in the Franxx is my favorite anime as of the time that I watched it. It snuck up on me, and I love it to death. And that's another one of those shows. I can't imagine Hero and Zero Two any other way. Again, regardless of who ends up with what in any of these shows, it's not the point. But in my brain, they're solidified that way, even though, like, Ichigo is my favorite fucking character, and I want her to be happy and do everything that she could ever want. When I think about, that show, those two are still solidified for me in my heart. And I'll have to admit that takes time sometimes for me to build into. I guess the whole reason I bring it up is because in this show, it is ridiculous. Because not only does it's been moving pretty fast, but like it's moving very fast in my mind. Like they're just kind of really solidifying themselves together really, really quickly. Not just, again, within the confines of the show, but in the constant confines of me minds. And I don't know. I thought that was worth mentioning because I again, it's been 2 episodes and I already feel like I can't really imagine you two in any other way. I love your fucking back and forth too much. Your banter is great. You're adorable together. You're sassy as fuck to each other. You're great. I don't know. It feels really right with those two together, despite, again, it being 2 episodes into the show. And again, I think that's worth pointing out because I think that means they did something really fucking right with those two. And again, that doesn't take away from any other things I like from the show. Like, again, I adore the art style. Kaide's adorable. The 2 other girls we got introduced to this episode both intrigue me, and I'm like, that's cute. You exist. So, there's that. And like, point is, for me, I don't know. I wanted to say that I am really, really, really liking it. Like it, because like I compare it to No Game, which I finished fairly recently. That was another one of those shows that I went into and I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to enjoy this. And then it kind of really snuck up on me. Like, this is a lot better than I even thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this ecchi, silly bullshit. And don't get me wrong, it's some ecchi, silly bullshit. But there's a lot, they do it really well, and there's a lot of emotional weight at certain points in there. Like, again, I didn't cry as much in the show as I did in, like, the movie, but there was an episode or 2 in particular that got me pretty bad. And I don't know, it's just, it feels like that, but to a bigger extent. Because it's not making me cry so far, but it is definitely affecting my emotions and shit. I don't know, long story put very, very shortly, I'm really fucking liking this show. I have a lot of ideas as to where it could be going, but again, it feels like it's moving very fast for how we're only 2 episodes in. I don't know. I'm intrigued, and I definitely want to see more. I want to see what's up with the situation, what's going down, how it is, because I'm really enjoying it. I really am. Like when I first heard about this show, it was me going and hearing from my mans in the Discord about, like, okay, so I'm watching this show, I'm 3 episodes in, and I think they're like a fucking collection of 3 perfect fucking episodes, and I'm like, okay, cool, what the fuck are we talking about now? And then he went on to explain a little bit as to, what the show is, and by that I mean he just told me who wrote the fucking thing, the light novel or whatever, but like, and then from there I kind of started wanting to watch it myself. And I definitely see where the fuck he's coming from. Like, I don't know, it's really fucking well done. And it's cementing itself really heavily in my soul. I don't know. I don't really know what much more to say other than that, is that I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to shut the fuck up now. And I will catch you guys next week where I'll probably just go like, I like this show a lot. It's really good. Because that's apparently how I'm doing things. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please give it some love. I always appreciate every little bit you guys can send my way. Again, in the description, there is a link. We're going to figure out what to do with Kaguya-sama or Shield Hero. Give me your opinion. I would love to know. I'm totally up for either. Like, I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to love Kaguya-sama. And I'm totally willing to try Shield Hero. So, it's either way. Because, again, adorable raccoon girl. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks. You're beautiful. I love the way you look in that dress. I don't know what that even means. How many of you are wearing a dress right now? Not in like a creepy way, but just legitimately, how many? I'm curious. How many dudes? Because that would be a weird little bit of analytics that I didn't know that I needed, but apparently my brain wants it to be that way. Anyway. Bye, guys. I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next week for episode 3. That's 2 more than 1. Or is it 1 more than 2? Or is it 5 less than 8? Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to go. Toodles, doodles, and lemons, everybody. Bye-bye.